What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, RedoptionAgency.com. 22 years selling full-time on eBay. It's 5 p.m. Do you know where your sales are? Mine vanished a little bit. We were doing pretty good, and then it just kind of stopped again. Kind of been a pattern lately. So this green parrot shirt on my new store for $8. That's the only one off the new store. Alrighty. So far on the new store since I opened, a little over a week ago, $252 total. With just generic clothing. We are at 5:12 p.m., $460 so far today. So not as slow as it was yesterday at this point, but a lot of things just like came through as I was pulling. I had about 4 items that came through as I was pulling. So 26 items sold, 18 promoted, only 8 organic so far. And questions and comments. What a waste of time. Thank you very much. Cry baby. So sweet, thank you. So many low-life haters on here. Nothing better to do. Hey. Doesn't bother me. It's only going to help my video, so it's all, like I said, it says more about them than it does me. I had 2 packages go missing that I shipped on April 15th. Funny part is one went missing in Oregon, the other in Minnesota. I refunded the eBay one and have to dance with USPS to see if they acknowledge the claim I am putting in and pay me. The Macari one, I used their shipping, so I got paid by Macari. So that was easy peasy. The post office is a freaking nightmare. Just waiting, as somebody said on Facebook, and I've said before in the past, waiting for Amazon to start picking up the smalls for other companies. I mean, they do everything else. Why not? Hi, I am having something I did for my lost packages that really helped. You need an account with USPS for this to work. Enter the tracking number under the search and then do a tracker on the package by a text or email. All my packages got found in 2 to 3 days. Really? Tell your customers you are doing this and they will calm down, and when it appears, they will be happy because you did something to help them. I've already done this 10 times lately and it worked great. Huh. Interesting. I've received my signed card today. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for purchasing. Did you guys get your cards yet? Come on. I got some cards. Got some cards before the second one comes out. Get them if you ain't got them. Are your 2 stores tied to each other? Mine are not. I don't like having to pay the higher fees on the new store because I am not top rated yet. They're supposedly piggybacked off each other. So I know people don't want to list items if they can't find a comp, but in the old days, 1980s, when I had a brick and mortar, we priced according to Keystone. That means basically doubling your money. Cost of $10, sell it for $20. Probably doesn't work so well if you are paying zip for your items, so just stick a price on it you are good with. Or put it up for auction with starting minimum price to double the money you paid for it. Yeah, that's a good advice there. I always list high and best offer it because I don't trust auctions, but if you do auctions and you trust them, that is a way to go. But normally you get 3 times less at an auction. You'll get 3 times more if you sell it at a buy it now as opposed to an auction on most items. Does anybody else immediately click forward a minute to miss the intro, to miss his intro? And I already responded to that. I go, nope. Burbank Sports Cards is the biggest sports card shop in the country. They have over 2.4 million listings on eBay. Tough to compete with them. Love the videos. Yeah. Yeah, the point I was making this morning is if I look up them and they got a card that I have and they have multiple copies and never sold one, there's no point in me putting it up. So yeah. James, give me an answer. Well, can you say please? I'm sure you're looking for some help here because I think since eBay in the past day or two has changed their photos, has changed their whole printing format of labels, etc., the reprogramming this whole system definitely seems to have affected my sales. I went from pretty good to like 0 in the past 3 days. Your opinion the same? Opinion the same? Yeah, every time they update the site, it jacks everything else up. A bunch of different things up, so yeah. No sales in a handful of favorites since Sunday. All of your videos are of you complaining about eBay or pushing a grift. The title of this video should be The Great White Grifter. There we go. Since this person started using that word, and then another person started copycatting off of them. And then they liked it with all their 7 accounts. Says someone who doesn't watch my videos, just read the titles. And just reads the titles. Congratulations on the reading part. You're coming a long way. I'm so proud. Yeah, I'm just going to have fun with these people. Because they're funny. Funny. Nearly 80,000 pieces of undelivered mail found at single post office audit finds in Minnesota. Hey, James, maybe they are all here at the post office. I did a Google search and wow, 80,000 pieces of mail. Now that is impressive, or incompetence. And in the USPS defense, they did catch this before there was 100,000 undelivered packages. They're pretty quick at the post office. Yeah, yeah, I've been there, man. Hello there. I just subbed and I appreciate your authenticity. Keep it up, sir. Thanks for the content. What's up with the sir crap? Do I look that old? Do I look like a sir? I'm joking. All right, let's see what's sold. Shall we? Sounds like I heard Adrian come in. So let's do these orders right quickness. We've got a pair of Vans sneakers that sold for $10.70. We've got a Bob McGrath vinyl that sold for $4.20. We got Richie Sambora, In It for Love single CD that sold for $8.20. Next up, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power. Shirt sold for $6.50. We got a Fila hat I just put up. It's in here somewhere. Running hat. Running hats go pretty quick. Sold for $9. You can tell by kind of the way they're shaped if they're a running hat or not. Next up, we got a CD that I just put up. Collins Finctor Band, Double Duty. Sold for $17.50. Next up, we got a Genesis Vintage label pen. That sold for $4.20. Got 3 of those left. Next up, Alexandria Escovedo CD. Sold for $8.18. Next up, we got Hanoi Rocks Dead by Christmas import cassette tape. That sold for $14. Next up, we've got Under the Tucson Sun DVD. Sold for $4.20. One of my favorite bands right here, Anthrax, For All Kings CD, sold for $7. Next up, we got Foreigner, Greatest Hits, sold for $7. Then we've got Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon t-shirt, that sold for $8. Then we got Current River Bridge trucker hat sold for $10.50. Ledford Gauge Lab hat sold for $15.11. Got the Inbridge hat that sold for $7. This one I just put up yesterday or the day before. Energy Transfer hat sold for $6. Another one of those calendars that Janet found at the bins that I was making good money off the actual name ones like the Chippendales and stuff. This one sold for $13, so still good money. Next, St. Louis City Soccer youth hat sold for $10.50. Alrighty. Westphalia, Iowa, 125th anniversary, something like that. Took an offer for $5 on that. I put this up yesterday in a nice cracked case there. Nice cracked case here. We were talking about cracked cases on Primo Chemo's Live today. And I used to care about changing the cases, making everything look pretty, doing all the perfect stuff when CDs were really in demand. Now, not so much, because the people who are buying them are usually collectors or so, and they're going to have plenty of cases to change them out. So it's really not that big deal. And this one kind of shows it. This one sold for $70. This one came out of my storage. Red Wanting Blue Model Citizen. So $70 there. Next up, we got Farm Truck. T-shirt sold for $7. Confront James. Yeah, Confront James in the video. Sold for $4. $4. And last but not least, we got Corona Extra Visor. That sold for $6.50. So there we go. Nice little quick video, pulling video. Get it done, knocked out, so Adrian can do his thing and get it shipped for me. And I will see you all in the next video. Later.